أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. So yesterday we touched upon commanding after doing forbidding, and we just learned how to make commands and what are the steps that are to be taken. So inshallah, we'll revise that today and then start with all of the families like we did with forbidding, inshallah. So let's get to it. Creating a command. So we start with the lightest second person. So first we did with Fataha yesterday. So I'll start with the next family. So that it is Daraba, Yadribu. Remember, I told you, can everybody see where I'm writing? Is this too high or is it okay?
It's okay. Can see.
Okay. So Daraba Yadribu. Now, what we did when we were doing forbidding, we studied that forbidding and commanding can only be made from the second person uh, present tense. So the starting point would be Tadribu. And we have to make this lightest. So it will be Tadrib. Then we remove the ta and we are left with this. Now, if we can read this word by itself, then we have reached the command. We do not have to take other steps. But as we know that we cannot read a word that starts with sukoon, so then we need a helper alif. And we add the helper alif, but of course there is no haraka on the helper alif yet, and we need a haraka to be able to read the word. So how to determine what is the haraka? This is the way. If the second to last letter in the huwa present tense, right? Remember we did either it will be the second last letter of huwa version, or what we said was the ain kalima, or the middle letter. Once we're doing surf, inshallah, Ustad will teach us how to take out root letters. It is easy, but we haven't done it formally yet. So, inshallah, we'll know what the root letters are. And once we know the root letters, we can know which is the first letter, which is the second or middle letter, and which is the last letter. So, inshallah, in that way, we'll know the haraka of which letter we have to see. So, here, the middle letter or the second last letter is Ra, and it has a kasra. So according to this, if you have a dhamma, then you'll place a dhamma on the helper alif. Otherwise, both in the case of kasra and that of fatha, you will put a kasra on the helper alif. So from daraba yadribu tadribu, the fail amar is
Idrib.
idrib. Is that clear? Is this process understandable?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to move away from this and we're going to go to the whiteboard so that we can start with all of the families. Now, from fataha, we did the how to make the command yesterday, but we didn't do the conjugation, and that is what we need to learn. Like we did the conjugations of all of the families with forbidding, we'll be doing it with command now. So fataha, yaftahu, and we go to taftahu. So what do we need to do first? Can anybody tell me?
Make the last halka sukoon.
Okay, good.
So with taftah,
Excellent. Taftah. Then what
then
do we
remove the,
do?
then remove the ta.
Okay.
So we
Can we
can't
read
read it now.
this?
Now we can't read it. So we need a helper alif. And we'll have to
Okay.
see the ain kalima.
Hmm.
So we'll have to, since it has a fatha, we'll have to add it kasra. So it'll be iftah.
Excellent. Iftah. Can you do the conjugation with iftah, lightest form? Like we did with the forbidding. This is the anta version, right? So what will be the antuma version?
Iftaha.
Yes, excellent. Iftaha. Because we need to make it lightest.
Yeah.
That is one of the markers of command, that it is always lightest, right? So how we did the lightest conjugation, it's the same way we're going to do these words. And then antum version,
Iftahu.
yes, iftahu. Excellent. Iftahu and the helper alif. Okay. Sorry, that's the separating alif at the end. Then what will be the anti version? Can anybody guess?
If
Yes, try to guess. If it's wrong, it's wrong. No problem at all. Just try to say any word
Iftahi.
that comes up. Sorry?
Iftahi.
Excellent. Yes.
Iftahi.
Just like the forbidding.
yeah.
Iftahi. Right?
Iftaha.
Again, of course. Iftaha. Excellent. That is the antuma for the female.
And iftahna. No?
Exactly. Iftah.
Because, yeah. This will not change. Yeah.
Yes,
No,
because
no,
this
will
is the
remain.
antunna
Yeah.
version, and the noon and iswa does not drop under any condition. That's it. You're done. Because with the commanding and the forbidding, you only have 6 words to do. So, and
Yeah.
that too only the second person, right? Anta
Right.
antuma antum, anti antuma antunna. So once you are done this, you're done. Commanding is done. Because we said that it will only be happening with the anta versions. Okay. Now we will do it with darab. Daraba
Yadribu.
yadribu, and
We'll have to put the tadribu.
excellent. Tadribu.
Tadrib.
Okay, we make it lightest. Tadrib.
Then remove the ta.
Good.
Since the,
Can we
yeah.
read this?
Yeah. Then the ain kalima has a kasra. So
No,
we'll have
first
to
what will we do?
use the
Can we read this?
helper. No, we cannot read this now. So
Um,
we need a helper alif.
yes.
So we'll have to see the Ain Kalima, which has a
Mhm.
kasra now. So we'll have to add a kasra to the helper alif. So it'll be idrib.
Excellent. Idrib will be the anta version. What will
Yeah.
be the antuma version?
Idriba,
Idriba,
idribu.
idribu.
Mm. Anti will be idribi,
Yes, idribi.
idriba, antuma,
Yes, idriba.
and antunna will be idribna.
Excellent. Idribna. Alhamdulillah. Done. So the real work is this, right? Making it into the command. That's the only real work that you need to do. You've done light and lighter so many times now. Inshallah, the lightest part is no problem at all. And we have only 6 words to do it with. So it's easy. So remember, Ustad said that it was sukoon, a, u, e, a, na. These are the endings of the commanding verbs. Remember this?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So now we'll do the next family. Nasara, Yansuru. Okay. How will we start making the command?
Tansuru. Tans.
Yes, excellent. Tansuru. Bring it to the Anta version. This is the Anta normal version, right? Okay. Then what do we do after it?
Last
Remove the ta.
sukun. Remove.
No, first, this is normal. We need what
We have to
what condition?
Suk. Ta
sukun.
removed.
Tansur.
When we need it lightest. So we will remove this, the
Sukun.
wow, the dhamma on the normal,
Last
and we will
letter.
make it lightest. Okay. So the second step is make it lightest. And then what do we do?
Ta
Remove the
removed.
ta.
Remove the ta. Right. Okay. Can we read this?
No.
No. Good. So what do we need to do now if we can't read it?
Add alif.
Yes. Add the helper alif. And what will be the haraka on the helper alif here?
Unsur.
Excellent. Yes. Because you have on the middle one, middle letter, or the second last letter, whichever way it's easier for you to remember, it has a dhamma. So we will be placing dhamma on the helper alif. So from nasara, yansuru, tansuru, we have the command unsur. So unsur is the anta version. What will be the antuma version?
Unsura.
Unsura.
Yes. Unsura. And what will be the antum version?
Unsuru.
Unsuru.
Unsuru. Okay.
Unsuri.
Yeah.
Unsuri will be the anti version. Okay. What will be the antuma?
Unsura.
Yes. Again, we repeat it. And what will be
Unsurna.
the antunna version?
Unsurna.
Yes.
انصرنا.
Unsurna. Excellent. Everybody is getting this? How we are making it?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's try our next family. Samia.
يسمعوا.
Excellent. Please learn these combinations. These will be very important. So what will be the anta version of yasma'u?
تسمعوا.
Yes, tasma'u. So this is where we start. This is the start of the journey. Okay, starting line. Then what do we do?
Make
You
the
should put
last
it
letter
like this.
سكون. Yeah.
Yes, lightest. Tasma.
ما.
Then
Remove the
Remove the
ta.
earn.
Okay, that's just to do then. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. We have many to go. So many to go around. And can we read this?
No.
So what do we need to do now?
Helper alif.
ألف.
Good. Okay. What will be the haraka on the helper alif? What will decide it?
كسرة.
Fatha.
كسرة.
The fatha on the middle letter.
Yeah.
So what will be the haraka on the helper alif?
It is a kasra.
Kasra. Excellent. So from sami'a, yasma'u, tasma'u, the fail amar or the commanding fail is
Isma.
isma. Good. So isma, what will be the conjugation?
Isma'a.
Isma'a.
Isma'u.
Excellent. Isma'u.
Isma'i.
Isma'i.
Isma'a.
Isma'a.
Isma'na.
Isma'na. Excellent. Jazakallahu khair. Right? Isma, you listen. Isma'a, you too listen. Isma'u, you all listen. Right? Or just listen. For Isma, you can say just listen. So both ways work. Okay. Let's see. We will do now with Hasiba.
يحسبوا.
Yahsibu. What
تحسبوا.
will we do first? Yes.
تحسبوا.
We will go to the Anta version
أنت
first.
version. Yeah.
Tahsibu. Okay. Now, what will be the first step?
Make the last letter سكون. So come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this will be the
تحسب.
lightest. Tahsib. Okay. Then what do we do?
Remove the ta.
We will remove the ta. Okay. Then what do we do? Can we read this?
No. We need
So
the
what do we
helper
do?
alif.
Yes.
Helper
We
alif.
put the helper alif. Okay. What will be the haraka on the helper alif?
It will be kasra since the ain kalma has
Yes.
kasra.
Because of this kasra, we will have kasra. So it will be sib. Okay. Now, what will be the Antuma version?
Let somebody do. I think I have done it a couple of times.
Okay. Can anybody else try it, please?
Yeah, I can try, sister.
Yes, please.
إحسبا.
Excellent. Siba.
إحسبوا.
Sibu.
إحسبي. the version.
Excellent. احسبي.
أنتما احسبا.
Excellent. أنتما احسبا.
أنتن احسبنا.
Yes. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair. Okay. So now we'll move on to Karuma. What is the Mudare combination for Karuma?
يكرم
يكرم يكرم.
Yes,
يكرم
it is Yakrumu. This is the only combination where both the past and the present tense have U in the middle. Okay, so what do we need to do first to get to Fele Amar?
أنت version تكرم.
Okay, excellent. Takrumu. And then what do we need to do?
Make it سكون. The last letter.
It is the lightest form,
Lightest one.
Takrum. Okay, we've done that.
not visible whatever you are writing.
Oh, okay. Just a second. I'll clear the drawings. Can you see from here?
No.
Okay. Can you adjust your
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah, now it is visible.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Yak Rumu. Because I have the whiteboard, I have no idea how it's showing on the screen. So please do tell me if
Acha.
something is missing. So Karuma Yakrumu, and we had Takrumu, and then we made it lightest. Takrum. Okay. Then what do we do?
Remove the
Yes. Remove the ta. So we are left with this. Krum. Okay. Can we read this?
No.
What do we do?
We had to add helper alif.
Excellent. We have to add helper alif. And what will be the haraka on the helper alif here?
Dhamma.
Yes, because the middle letter has dhamma, so we will be having dhamma on the helper alif. So the fele amar that we end with is ukrum. What will be the antuma version of ukrum?
Ukrum, ukruma,
Yes, excellent. Ukruma,
ukrumu,
ukrumu,
ukrumi,
ukrumi,
ukruma,
ukruma.
ukrumna.
Excellent. Ukrumna. Alhamdulillah. So our small 6 families are done.
Yes,
Alhamdulillah. So everybody is clear about the small families and how to make an amar.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So just focus on the method, on the process, as Ustaz says. So for the forbidding, you just needed the anta version, you made it lightest, and you added an la. That's it for the forbidding. It's easy. It's a little trickier with Fele Amar. You've got a couple of steps more. So, and whether to decide whether you need all the steps or you are done with 3. Now, in the big 8 families, we will see this, inshallah. So, any questions till now?
No, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so let's move on to the big 8 families. And big 8 families, remember, we make the groups. So group 1, how many families in group 1?
3 families.
3 families. F2, F3,
F3, F4,
F4. Okay, what is the F2 family?
Allama family.
Yes. Allama
أش
yu'allimu.
Um,
So for making the command, what do we need first?
Anta version.
Yes, excellent. Anta version. So we will do tu'allimu.
Mm.
Okay. Then what do we need to do?
Make it lightest.
Okay.
Make the last letter sukoon.
Tu'allim.
Hmm.
Excellent. Then what do we do?
Remove the ta.
Remove the ta. You have, can you read this word?
Yes.
So that's
Allim.
your command.
Yeah.
Because you can read it, you just now don't need
Need help.
the helper alif. So you are left with alim. So the fele amar, the commanding from allama yu'allimu is
Allim.
alim. So alim is the anta version, right?
Yeah.
You teach.
Hmm.
What is the antuma version now?
Allima.
Excellent. You just add the alif of duality.
Yeah.
Alima. Then
Allimu.
alimu. Then
Allimi.
yes. The rest is the same.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Then
Allima.
علم
yes. And
Allimna.
علمنا
yes. Excellent. And you're done. This was easier because you didn't have the helper alif to contend with, and you did the 6 words. So this is command of family 2 done. Okay. Now we will do family 3.
3.
And what is family 3?
Jahada. Yujahidu.
Yes. So please learn the masters, the active past tense, and the present tenses of all the family. You will find it loads easier to do all the stuff that we're doing. So jahada, yujahidu. So now we need to make the command. What do we need first?
First we have to make
Make
it
it
lightest.
lightest.
No, make
No,
it
no.
anta version.
Intervention.
Yes, yes. Make it under version. Tujahidu. Right? Because that is where, from where we need our starting point. This is our starting point. Okay? Okay, then what do we need to do?
Then make it lightest.
Yes. Tujahid. And then,
Then take out the.
yes. Take out the jahid. Can we read this?
Yes, it's readable.
We are done. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So jahid is the anta version. What is the antuma version?
Jahida.
Excellent. Jahida. And what is the antum version?
Jahidu.
Yes. And the anti version?
Jahidu.
Excellent. And the antuma version?
Jahida.
Yes. And the antunna version?
Jahidna.
Excellent. Jahidna. Great. Alhamdulillah. We've done this. Now we move to family
Aslam.
Aslama, family 4. Once you know the steps, there are 2 things in this. You know your family markers, that is the past and present active, and you know the process. That's all you need to know. So family 4. What is family 4?
Aslama yuslimu.
Yes. Aslama yuslimu. And remember, family 4 is very eccentric. It is very unique. And it is one of the exceptions. How it is so, we'll see right now. So what do we need to do first?
Make it anta version. Tuslimu.
Make it an entire version. Exactly. So it will be tuslimu. Okay. Now what do we do?
You should
Take
write
off the
lightest.
remove. Lightest
Sorry?
here.
Yes.
Lightest you have to put.
Lightest.
Yes. So it will become tuslim.
Lim.
Now what do we do?
Remove
Take
the.
off the. Remove the.
Remove the ta. Can we read this?
No.
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 We have to
Now
add
over
helper
here,
alif.
yes. What do we need to do?
We have to add helper alif.
Yes. That would have been the next step. But the problem is that family 4 is very, very unique and it doesn't want to follow the others. So instead of the helper alif, what happens is that this alif we lost, right? We lost this alif in here. There is no hamza here.
Yes.
But this hamza comes back again.
Oh.
And with a fatha. So now it's not hamza or kasra or dhamma as in the helper alif because this isn't the helper alif. This alif came back here. So now we have aslim. This is the only exception that this happens to. So it's easy to remember and nothing to be concerned about. Okay? Until this step, it was the same as everybody. But this Hamza is very important to Aslama family. So it comes again in the Amr.
And why it
So
happens? It is just a rule.
there is a reason behind the rule,
Okay.
but it is we're going to do it when we do the advanced serve, inshallah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So for now, we take it as a rule.
We take it as a rule that just in only in the family 4. This doesn't happen anywhere else. We've seen that family 4 has exceptions in a lot of things. So, inshallah, when we do the families, we'll go through this all again. But for now, we know that the Fele Amar or commanding for Aslama is Aslim.
So Hamza is the marker for the Aslama family here.
Yes, yes. That is also a reason why it came back. Okay. There is something going on here as well, but inshallah, we'll do it when Ustaz does it so that we're with him and not ahead. So, Aslim,
Okay.
what will be the Antuma version?
Aslima.
And the rest will be the same.
Same.
Aslima.
Yeah.
And then,
Aslimu.
excellent. Aslimu. Then,
Aslimi.
yes. Aslimi.
Aslima.
Aslima.
Aslamna.
No.
Aslimna.
Yes. Don't change the haraka. The word
Okay.
will be wrong then. Right? Because we have the present tense is our basis. So whatever haraka the middle letter in the present tense is, that will remain the same till the end for commanding. So it will be aslimna. Jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah. So this was just a little hiccup in family 4, and this is only unique to family 4. So inshallah, the rest, how you make it, the rest is the same. How you conjugate it is the same. It's just that this helper alif does not come for family 4, the actual Hamza comes back. Okay?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So our group 1 is done. Now let's move on to group 2. Okay. Excuse me. Group 2, how many families does it have?
3.
2 families.
2.
تعلمت
Yeah. 2.
2 families, family 5 and family
Family 6.
6. So what is
تفرق.
family 5?
تفرقا
تعلم.
يتفرق.
Yes.
تعلم
We did
Acha.
forbidding with ta'allama. Now we'll do it with tafarraqa. So we get practice with different words and we're not only stuck on one, inshallah. So now we'll just try tafarraqa. Any word you can try.
Yeah.
The process will be the same.
Yes.
Okay, tafarraqa. What is the present tense?
وتفرقوا
Yes, a sound.
Mm.
Yatafarraqu. Okay. So then what will be the starting point for making the command?
أنت version تتفرقوا
Yes. Tafarraqu. Then what do we do?
light
Yes.
تتفرق
Lightest.
Excellent. Lightest.
light sorry
Yes. Command and forbidding have nothing to do with normal and light. They only work with lightest. So, tatafarraq.
Rock.
And then what do we do?
Drop one of the tas.
Yes. So it will be,
تفرق.
can we read this?
Yep.
So this is our command. And a shortcut that Ustad said from yatafarraqu, we do the tatafarraqu. Oh, sorry. The shortcut that he said was, and this is just to remember. Okay, this is not a grammatical process. It's just a shortcut that from tafarraqa, you just made tafarraq.
Acha.
This is although the past tense, but what you end up is just the light sukoon is there and the rest is the same. So just to remember, and this is a shortcut for family 5, if you see ta'allama, you just do ta'allam. Okay?
Mm.
You can follow the process, nothing wrong with that. Easier,
تفرق.
more chances of not making mistakes, but this is also a shortcut that Ustad did. Okay?
Yeah.
So we end up with tafarraq. What will be the antuma version?
تفرقا.
Excellent.
تتفرق.
And what will be
تفرقوا.
the, yes, tafarraqu,
تفرقي.
tafarraqi.
تفرقا. تفرقنا.
Excellent. Okay? This is clear to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. No matter how many times we do it, please, if you have any questions, ask. There will be no problem. I'll repeat it again because we're doing it right now. Having to repeat it later on is more difficult,
Yeah.
right? Because either we won't have time in the class, or if you go to the group and you message there, some people get it, some people don't get it. So it is easier to just do it here. So please feel free to ask, no matter how many times we are doing it. This is practice, and I hope you feel quite
Are there
at
complicated words
ease.
in this where you can give us? So,
Yes, the complicated words, for right now, I'm not going to give you the
okay.
complicated words. The reason is that, for example, I know what complicated words you gave, like the ittakhada, right?
Yeah.
Or ittasala,
Hmm.
right? The problem with these words is, for us right now, we can do it, no problem. But these are the root letters.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hamza.
remember having
Yeah.
Hamza
Wow.
and
And
Wow.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
these become the weird words.
Weird words. Yes. Hmm.
What happens is the basic rules are the same, but there are certain rules that are there for when certain letters come together.
Hmm.
Then what happens is that there are a lot of changes happening one after the
Hmm.
other. Now, because advanced surf is very different,
Hmm.
not in as rules or what is past and present, all that is same. But because of these letters,
Hmm.
the end product sounds
Change.
quite different from
Hmm.
where it started.
Right.
So inshallah, in a month or so after we do our nahu, we will start with the families, and it will take some time, but inshallah we'll get there. For now, just take the basic words and make this stronger, because believe you me, I was completely lost in advanced surf
Okay.
because my basic surf was not strong at that time.
Hmm.
So I did not know the process. I did not know what was happening, and all of my friends in our group are witnesses to my panic attacks with the advanced surf. So inshallah, that won't be the case for everyone, and that's why we're doing it again and again and again,
Yeah.
and we'll
Hmm.
continue with this when we do the families, inshallah, which we are doing next in the next session, inshallah. So,
Inshallah.
family six, what is family six?
تعاون.
تعاون.
Yes.
يتعاون.
Ta'awana.
يتعاونون.
يتعاون.
Yes.
يتعاون.
This is again another point that in the Hua version past tense you have the fatha,
Hmm.
and in the Hua version present tense you always have a
ضمة.
Dhamma.
dhamma. Okay. So, where do we need to start for the commanding?
أنت
أنتم تتعاونون.
Yes. Ta, ta, ha, wa, nu. Then what do we do?
Lightest. تتعاون.
Excellent. Tata'awan. Then what do we do?
Drop the original, the first star, so it's تعاون.
Can we read this?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is our command. And again, the shortcut Ustad said for this group, ta'awana is the past tense. We just need to
Hmm.
do
Add the sukun.
ta'awan at sukun,
Hmm.
and we're done.
Hmm.
But this is just a shortcut. Both
Hmm.
ways are correct. As far as the end is the same, whatever means you have is okay.
Hmm.
Okay, what will be the Antuma version?
تعاونا.
Ta'awana. Now you have to stretch this, otherwise it will end up with this.
Hmm.
Okay, and then
تعاونوا.
okay, excellent. Then
تعاوني.
great. Ta'awani. Sorry.
تعاوج.
Yes. Yes.
تعاونا.
You go ahead. My writing
Okay.
skills are very slow, so you go ahead.
تعاونا. Then
Huh?
is تعاونا.
Yes. So the I'll write the word right now. So what happens here is that you've got ta'awana
Hmm.
plus,
Extra noun, yeah. Shadda.
yeah, sorry, this is the ta'awan.
Yeah.
And then you have the noon and iswa.
Fatha, yeah.
So this combination, remember we did that
Mm-hmm.
two letters together, one is sakin and one is
Hmm.
mutaharrik. So we end up with merging both.
Hmm.
So we end up with tahawanna. And this happens why? Because the noon is part of the word
Hmm.
as well as the noon of niswa.
Hmm.
Everybody clear what happened here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So we're done with group 2 as well. Any questions in this?
No
Well,
questions.
no,
No.
alhamdulillah. Now it's clear.
Alhamdulillah. Group 3, how many families does it have?
3.
F7,
F8,
F8,
F10.
Can I ask
F10.
why we're not doing F9 yet?
Yes, Ustad said that F9 basically is related to colors. It is used in the Quran, but very, very few times.
Oh,
And
so
yeah, so that's why he hasn't done it yet. But it is a family. It does come in the Quran. So, inshallah, I think at some point when he does the families again, after doing the this Nahu that we're all doing, when we start, then inshallah, he will be introducing you to the family name.
yeah.
So, it's a little different from everyone else. And it is used very rarely. So, that's why Ustad didn't bother with it for now. So, family 7. What is
انقلب.
family 7?
Incolor.
انقلب.
In Kalaba. And what's the present tense?
ينقلب.
Okay.
أنت
What will be
وجه.
the, yes, Anta version?
Donkalip.
تنقلب. تنقلب.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just made it lightest.
Yeah, it's easy. A point will come when you'll just look at the
Directly.
Fi'l
Mm.
Mudari and be able to do it directly, inshallah. Hope that comes quickly. So, Tanqalibu, then we have,
Donkalip.
yes, Tanqalib. Then what do we do?
Drop that put a helper alif with a
Yes,
kasra.
bilkul. Qalib, we cannot read this, so we have to take the help of the helper alif. What will be the haraka?
Kasra.
So, in qalaba, yanqalibu, inqalibu. Again, the shortcut. Oh no, the shortcut won't work. Why won't the shortcut work here?
This is not a fatha on a lam.
Exactly. So this is completely different. We cannot have the shortcut here. So the shortcut is only for family 5 and family 6. Okay. Inqalaba, inqalib. I'm
Incolib.
sorry.
Incolib.
Now I'm floundering. Okay. Inqalib.
Incolib. Incoliba.
Excellent. Inqaliba.
Incolibu.
Inqalibu.
Incolibi.
Yes.
I said that. Hey.
Inqalibi. Excellent.
Incoliba.
Yes.
And then
Inqaliba.
Incolibna.
Excellent. Yes. The whole process will be the same. Inqalibna.
Just sounds weird.
I know, I know, and this is going to get weirder and weirder when we start with the other words. That's why the more you do it, do practice these with writing. I don't know how many of you are writing right now, but please have it written and do the practice with different words. Inshallah, I'll try to make an exercise for this too, and then give you different words to try out. And inshallah, try to find the families as well. In the big eight families, it's easy because the family markers remain the same. It's in the small families that sometimes we find a little difficult. Okay, now we'll do the family 8 because Ustaz's class is starting. Do you want me to stop here so that you have a 5 to 10 minutes to class, because then the class will start?
Yeah, because I think it's a pattern now. We know, I think. So I'm okay with it.
Okay, we can revisit
اقترب.
it next,
Yeah,
and I will write it down and send in the group, inshallah, so you
yeah,
have a
yeah.
written version of it as well. Is everybody okay with that?
Or if somebody wants to say it verbally, then yeah.
Yes, if somebody wants to do it verbally, we can do it.
اقترب
اقترب.
اقترب comes اقتربت, isn't it?
Yes, it will be iqtarib.
Yeah.
But how do we get to that? Inshallah, we will do it in the group.
اقترب يقترب تقترب تقترب.
اقترب.
Then it becomes
Yeah,
اقترب.
excellent. And iqtariba,
اقترب
اقتربوا
اقترب.
iqtaribu.
اقتربي اقتربا اقتربنا.
Yes, iqtaribi, iqtariba, and iqtaribna. Excellent. Okay, the last family.
استغفر.
Yes,
يستغفر.
istaghfara.
Yes,
Can anybody just do it all orally?
Somebody else try.
يستغفر يستغفر
تستغفر
تستغفر تستغفر
استغفر
Excellent.
استغفر
Istaghfir.
استغفرا استغفروا
Hmm.
استغفري استغفرا
استغفروا
استغفرنا
استغفري استغفرا استغفرنا.
Excellent. Alhamdulillah. So you have gotten the idea
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
of what to do and how to do it. So please write it down. All of the families do it with at least once, so you know
Mm,
what to do and how the words will sound like.
mhm,
Okay?
Inshallah.
Istaghfirna. Okay. Finally, I got up. Alhamdulillah. So we are done with commands. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, next session we will start with the families. Because our basis is strong. We've done all the past, present, lightest, passive, active, and we've done the command and the forbidding. So Alhamdulillah, now our base is strong. Inshallah, go through everything before you start the families, because in the families we will be focusing on the markers and how to recognize them. We won't be doing all the conjugations of every word in the exercises. So inshallah, we'll do the families next session, and we can decide in the group when to start, when to have the
Okay.
next session. So I'll just end the session here now. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. Please join Ustaz's class now. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. So tomorrow, okay.
Yeah, we'll do the session discussion in the group, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah, inshallah. Jazakallah
Salam.
khair, sister.
Why? Why?
جزاك الله
Why?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.